Hey everyone, so today I want to share with you my bullet journal. So for those of you wondering what a bullet journal is, it's been quite popular on Instagram and YouTube for the past couple of years I think. I mean, I only recently found out about it myself in the past few months, and so I started doing it this year. But what it is basically just your own sort of year planner journal that you can customise yourself. I mean, usually it's done with the usual bullet journal is done with dotted paper, but I couldn't find one, and so the closest I found was squared paper. But personally, I found it quite useful anyway with what I've been doing. So I'm going to go through, show you what I've done, how I've laid it out, and everything like that. So yeah, we'll go from there. So the first sort of starting section of it is an index. So it's basically just listed like the page numbers and what is on those page numbers. So throughout my journal I've got each section and the page numbers that they are on. So I can easily find something that I'm looking for. I can just reference it in the page numbers. Then the first official section is what you call, well, what I've called Future Look. I think the original, or those who first started using bullet journals, it was called Future Log, and originally I was actually going to write that in, but I accidentally put an O there, and so like a second O instead of a G, not realising, so I just changed it to Future Look instead. And also I didn't realise at first that I spelt future wrong. I've spelt it ER at the end when it's RE. I mean, on that first one I've spelt it wrong, but then on the second page did I correct it? Yes, I corrected it, so it's RE. So yeah, basically Future Look or Future Log is basically your sort of layout for the year. So I've got a little, so each month, so we're like January, February, March there. I got the dates in each month, so I mean, some people put the letter for the day, so M for Monday and along, but I've just decided to skip that out and basically just put the numbers for each one. So it starts on a Monday, so January this year started on Monday, which is perfect, so it goes 1 to 7, so on and so forth. So the tiny numbers, there you go. And then, so that's the actual calendar, and then what I'm mainly using this for is birthdays, so I can easily look at a glance what birthdays are coming up throughout the year. So I've got their name and then a little smiley face and then I highlight the date in pink so I know what birthdays are coming up. So this is obviously the first 6 months, and then we have the next, or the remaining 6 months of the year. So I haven't fully completed colouring in the lettering yet. So this is actually lettering, it was actually my sister Louise, she actually showed me how to do it, and it's basically shading in the negative part of the letter. Like for example, that's an F there, so you instead of actually like, you know, colouring in the actual letter itself, you colour in the negative space, and so what's left is the actual letter itself, so you do little blocks, and then if that's clear there. And then my next, just dropped something. And then my next section is tracker. So basically got the months throughout the year, and then I'm writing down my sort of, I'm basically trying to, I mean, I'm not like over the top on numbers, like, you know, I'm not sort of, what's the word, obsessed with the numbers that I've got, but it's mainly kind of just a little way to keep track of. So I've got YouTube views, YouTube subscribers, Instagram and Twitter followers. So I've just, I mean, just to see, you know, how it's going to grow throughout the year, or if it changes, that sort of thing. Then my next page, I've got goals for the year. So I've got journal so I'm trying to read this backwards for the viewfinder. So I've got journal more, vlog more, send more birthday cards, because I'm terrible for that, so I'm going to hopefully try and do that this year and send more cards. Try to stay positive, and then speak to someone if I need to. And then the next section I've got is YouTube schedule. So throughout this year, I decided to try and upload a video every Monday of the year. So it can be like sort of like an uploading day for me to try and get me into the flow of uploading videos. So I put down all the dates of the Monday, and then this would be like the title of the videos, and then these are little sort of tasks in a way. So we've got so it spells out facet and that is filmed, edited, scheduled, the information box, and then thumbnail. At first I put a P because I thought that yeah, thumbnail began with a P. I think the sort of trail of thought I had was that I was thinking of photo, and so that's why I put a P, but yeah, thumbnail begins with a T, so I just kind of corrected that. And then I've got a little section for notes. I mean, this sort of layout and the whole dotted tick section here, I actually got the idea from a YouTuber called Pebbles, and I will leave a link to the video that I actually watched of hers, because she's done some bullet journaling, and so I got the inspiration from her for this section. And then so yeah, it just goes throughout the year, so that it fills up 4 pages altogether for the whole year. And then after that, on this next page, I've just got a quote that I quite liked. So throughout the journal I'm going to put some quotes in that I found, just sort of inspirational quotes. So this first one, it's by Albert Einstein, and it says, "Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value." And so yeah, once again I haven't quite finished putting it in yet, but I sort of put it in pencil so I know what each letter is, and then I'm just slowly filling it in. And then I have a blank page there for some reason, not quite sure why. Then these pages are what's called my key. So down there I've got sort of like little symbols I'm going to use throughout the planner to help me stay organised. So we have task, and then when it's completed, put a tick through it. If it's migrated, so you move it to another day, put an arrow. And then if you cancel it, you put an X. And then event is a circle, and it just follows the same thing. And then for an appointment, it's a triangle. And then I said with birthdays, I've got a smiley face. And then when I put in a shift for work, so what times I'm working, I put work and then highlight it in orange. And then this is also a key for the lettering I use. So I laid it out like a keyboard, just because that was the way I wanted to do it really. So you obviously got the letters Q, W, E, R, so on and so forth. So it's the letters on the keyboard, but with the lettering that I've used. And then the next page, so from this page, and quite a massive section of the journal, is my yearly planner. So it's basically, a weekly planner. So I've got each day of the week, Monday to Sunday, and then basically just put in what I'm doing on those days. So whether I've got a work shift or tasks. So for example, every first of the month I've got update tracker, just to remind me. And that's pretty much it for that one. Oh, and then so I've also got cinema tickets that I've got in there that I'm keeping a hold of, just to, why not? So I'm keeping them where I saw them, and the dates, sorry. And then I actually, because the first week, I've already made some changes. So the first week I laid it out like that and had Sunday and Saturday as 2 halves. But I wasn't too keen on that, so then I divided it so it's more even, so that it goes Monday to Wednesday on that, Monday to Thursday on that page, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I have a section down here for notes, or little things. So for example, if I've got a task that I'm not got on a specific day, but it's more at some point throughout that week, then I'll put it in this section, and then yeah, so it just goes through the weeks of the year. So that pretty much takes up quite a lot of the book. I mean, I still haven't quite finished drawing in all the lines and stuff, because it just takes a lot of time. So it can just be, when I've got a spare 5 minutes, I will just fill it in a bit more. So that goes through quite a lot of the book, so it takes up most of it. So then after my weekly planner, I've got a section for movies. So these are a list of movies, and I put the dates that they would come out in the cinema, and then I highlight in blue once I've seen them. I was thinking about doing like a little star rating, but I'm not sure if I'll bother with that or not, we shall see. So far I've only seen 4 movies this year, which were Greatest Showman, Pitch Perfect 3, Black Panther and Jumanji. 3 of those never actually came out this year, they actually came out at the end of 2017, but doesn't matter. So yeah, I've got all the movies that I would potentially want to see, and then highlight them in blue. And that goes on for a few pages, I think. Yep. So some more movies that I'm going to add. Then the next section after that, I've got what I've called a, well, at the moment it just says dinner, but it's going to be like a dinner journal diary type thing. Each page is a different month. And then basically I'm just going to list, so I've got the date and then what I had for dinner. It's kind of just to keep track of what I'm eating, you know, if I need to change it up or if I need to eat something more healthy, that sort of thing. It's just to help me keep track. So as I said, I've got that throughout the whole year. So we've got January, February, March, April, May, June, so on and so forth. And then, so that's the dinner journal diary section. And then the next page after that section are the lyrics to This Is Me. So this was a song that was in The Greatest Showman. So after watching that movie, or while watching that movie shall I say, this song sort of, I really connected with it. So I just wanted the lyrics down in the journal as a symbol of my connection. After that I have a section for Netflix. So it's basically, I've basically got all the programs or movies that I want to watch on Netflix, and then I'm gonna highlight them in blue once I've watched that episode. So I've got the title, the season number, and then the number of episodes in that season, and then yeah, basically I just highlight them off once I have watched them. So that goes on for a few pages, and then so that's the last section that I've got in the journal so far. So I still have quite a lot. I mean, I've only used up, I think, just over half when it goes up to the Netflix section. So yeah, sort of all of that is what I've used so far, or at least know what I'm using it for. So I have plenty of pages to use up or have ideas for, so I'm not quite sure what to use the rest for just yet. When I get more in there, I'll probably do another sort of an update video to this one, sort of explaining what I've used it for and that sort of thing. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, I do have at the start, I put in, well, not on every page so far, but on most of the pages now I do have page numbers just to help me, because obviously, as I said in the index, it has what is in each section, or the sections are labelled out, and then their page numbers. So obviously I put in page numbers to help me find what I'm looking for. This is the one for this year, 2018, and I already have ideas for how I want to do my next year's one, because, so, I mean, one of the main things that I'm going to change is the way that I've laid out my weekly planner. So for this one I've done it as one full week, takes up 2 pages, but I feel like I've got so much space already that I'm just not using, so I feel like the days are just, they don't need that much space. So what I'm thinking for next year is just divide it so that a full page is 1 week, and then I'm already sort of halving how much that is going to take up in the bullet journal, and then I'll have more space for other stuff that I want to do. But that's when I'm not, as I said, I'm not sure what else to do in the rest of the journal. So if you have any ideas, then please do let me know. Any thoughts and stuff. So yes, that is my bullet journal so far. That's been only like nearly 2 months into the year, so I still have plenty of time to play with and see what I can come up with. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you next time. Bye!